Welcome back, guys. We are finally going to be talking about the finale of Power 4 Season 2, Episode 10. And damn, was it a heck of an episode. I don't even know where to begin on this other than a lot occurred. And there's going to be some things going on next season that I know a lot of people are going to be speculating. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this because we got a lot to discuss. So I'm going to try to get into minor things first and everything that kind of collected into the finale. So what we have is, of course, Tommy tells Diamond about Vic being a snitch, and they come up with an idea to go ahead and set him up to fall. Now they come up with a meeting, and then Tommy tells Vic that they're going to have a meeting someplace. Now Vic does tell Stacy Marks. Now after this happens, she is ready to make a raid on Tommy and everyone else. Vic is like, okay, I gave you this information, put me in WITSEC right now. She says no. Once this is done, then we can go ahead and put you in WITSEC after it looks like you've been arrested, and it'll look like you're just in a jail somewhere. Which again is smart to a certain degree, but it's going to be a big problem. Now, what Vic also does is that he gives everything to Claudia as well. Claudia gains what she wanted from her father, and Vic is willing to let it go only until she reveals that she did want him to die. And when she tells him this, she does seem like she wants to apologize to Vic, but Vic doesn't care, and he has her on a recording. Now, with this involved, her and Lisa's relationship does escalate, and then between her, Shanti, as well as also Elise having a deal with Mekovich about setting a meet, which is kind of funny, which is going to lead into later on this episode. Now, she does confront Tommy, and Tommy even tells her that you better still watch your back, because again, we all know Tommy's going to be a step ahead because of everything he's learned. Now, also at the same time, we also have where Shanti is going to be working with Tommy for her own benefit until later on, because there was a lot of back scheming in this episode. Now, what happens is we do see where D-Mac does come back, and he does some stupid shit yet again. I'm going to be honest. He gets told by his buddy that Diamond wants the kid that killed Leon dead. So, of course, he does this to get in good with CBI. And once he tells Diamond this, Diamond's about ready to lose it, and then he starts talking to Jannard about how exactly they're going to be able to make things right. So Jannard goes in to the next game, as well as him making a promise saying he will deliver D-Mac to the head of them personally because they don't want no issues. He's doing this on Diamond's behalf, but also on his behalf. And Diamond let loose some information to Jannard that's not going to be good either, revealing that it's been him and Tommy trying to undermine him so that way the Serbs and Miguel can go at it. Now, also at the same time, we do see where Jannard does come up with a solution with Shanti at some point later on in the episode, which we will get to. But D-Mac does the unthinkable. He goes back to the house. He confronts JP, confronts Kate, and he just goes off on them. Even Tommy goes off on Kate, not once but twice, to where he even tells her that the reason why he sent D-Mac away is because of him killing a cop. And Kate is like, oh my god, what did I do? But then when she tries to go talk to Tommy, you do see where he's with Maria, and Maria does meet Kate, and she doesn't take no crap off of her, and that was really interesting, because pretty much she says, I already know about this, I already know what he does, I've been in the life, and there's nothing, basically, long story short, there ain't nothing you can do about it. And she even tells Tommy that she loves him, and that really gets him, and I'm going to go into later on a theory on that, but we do see that's the last time we see her in the episode, because unfortunately what does happen is Tommy's getting in contact with her like, hey, where you at, where you at, where you at? And he does get in contact with her, so he starts worrying, and then Kate does OD on drugs yet again after D-Mac does have an explosive argument with not only JP, but also Kate. So the family is right now about ready to be destroyed, because D-Mac goes off on his dad, he goes off on Kate, because he says, oh, I'm a killer, I'm this, the streets of my family. He's making dumb decisions because he's trying to prove that he's not a smart kid. He just wants to be, a street thug. Now, Kate does OD. Tommy doesn't do anything. He just stands there. Which, in a way, I can't blame Tommy because of all the things Kate's done. But at the same time, JP does try to save her life, and they do get her to the hospital. And Tommy even asks for Maria. He finds out she did not come into work. He's like, what's going on? And JP throws the keys at him, tells him, I'm done with you. I'm done with the bar. You're not my brother. He's getting pretty much disowned from JP and now Kate, unintentionally. And even from D-Mac, because he doesn't know D-Mac's back yet. And as soon as that happened, D-Mac's now gone. He's within the wind. But we also see where Tommy is about ready to come up with a plan to take down Vic, but he does get almost shot at and killed by one of Miguel's guys, and he's able to get the upper hand on him, but now also telling him what his plan is before he kills him. Then we also see where the feds do raid a massive raid on someone. They get, of course, Claudia and the Marquez cartel, and also, of course, Surovich as well. Now, again, this is a win for them, but at the same time, they do lose another officer, as well as Stacy wants Tommy, but she doesn't get him. She does try talking to Vic. Vic is now unknown because he knows Tommy made him. He's been waiting on where is he at. He gets a hold of Stacy. Stacy's trying to go after him, but we don't know exactly what's going to happen to him because now Tommy wants to go ahead and put Vic to be their snitch so that way he knows exactly what's going on because now he owns him. And he even tells Diamond that. Diamond has an issue because at first it seemed like they were going to kill him, and then he changed his plans as well. Now, with everything going on, they were able to come up with going up to Shay and Shay giving them Mitrovich's spot for CBI. So now Diamond and Tommy has Surovich's spot while Claudia is in jail, and Surovich and the Marquez cartel. Now, Tommy does get some balls up against Miguel, and Miguel's pissed because now he does not have either side, and now he's going to have to play nice with Tommy, but unfortunately he's going to have the upper hand on Tommy later on in the episode. Because after Tommy does have his revenge to a certain degree with not only Miguel and then everyone else, we do see where Shanti gives a call to Claudia while she's in prison and she's with Tommy, and Tommy orders a hit out on her in jail, and she does get shanked and she's bleeding, and that's the last we see her. Now, honestly, I don't think she's dead yet. I don't think so. I think it's going to take a little bit more than that to kill Claudia, and she's too much of an important character to kill off so soon. So I really do think she's going to somehow return. Same thing with Vic. I don't see either one of them dying at this moment in time, other than they're both needing to catch a bullet sooner or later. Now, Shanti and Jannard bring another card to the table because they send the picture of Tom and Maria to Miguel and also get back Jannard's card as well. So, unfortunately, they're going to have the cards up on Tommy, and Tommy gets a call from Maria's phone, and it is Miguel that he has taken her, and Tommy is now at loose ends, and he's beyond pissed off in what he's going to do. And that is how the season ends. But also, there's going to be a small argument between Tommy and also Diamond as well, because it seems like Diamond's having a hard time not liking that Tommy is wanting to go a step further and not tell Diamond until at the last minute. And it seems like Diamond's going to be getting tired of that. And it may be to where he's going to go to Jannard more than Tommy, because that's exactly what Jannard wants, because he wants to have Tommy. He wants to have Diamond against Tommy. And that's what he wants, so that way they can push Tommy out and he does not have that top spot no more. So now Tommy's going to be in a hard position. He's not going to have family. He's not going to have Maria by his side. And now he's going to have a problem to where he's got to play nice with Miguel until he gets and figures out where, of course, Maria is. And now he's also got to deal with Vic. And now he's also going to have to deal with Diamond as well. If Diamond's going to have possible second thoughts about working with Tommy, and also at the same time, what is he going to do with Tommy, and is he going to trust him as much as he's trusting him, and he's not agreeing to what Tommy has done thus far. So there's going to be a lot going on, and I do think, honestly, now he may confess to Diamond about, being in a relationship with Maria at this point. And he may do that because right now Diamond may be the main one he can trust. And he may say, I now understand what happened to my old partner. I mean, he finally may understand how Ghost felt with some of the stuff that happened to Angie and him. So it's really going to be very interesting to see where Tommy's going to go from here. And I can't wait for next season at this point. I really do think that's going to be an all-out war or an internal war within CBI. I think there's going to be a war between Tommy and Miguel. I think that there's going to be a war for Maria as well. I think there's going to be some issues within, Tommy, JP, Kate, and DMAC to try to rebuild what family is there. And that we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. But guys, what did you think of this episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it intense? What did you like about it? What did you dislike about it? Let me know down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, always consider about subscribing. Leave a big fat like on the video if you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you as always on the next one.